Hey guys, I'm Dr. V, and you are watching a live day trade of the Micro E-mini futures using my momentum trade technique. Make sure to watch the end of this video so you can find out how to learn this technique. So I just took a position of 8 contracts trading in Micro E-mini futures, symbol MES. 8 contracts shorting. I've got a 15-minute time frame on the left and a 3 on the right. It is 12:16 in the afternoon, and we have been running in an uptrend for a bit now. Actually, I will make this draw this for you guys real quick here. We've been in an uptrend channel now. Let me draw this in for you on the 3 here. I'm going to put a upper line on here as well for you so you can kind of visualize the channel here. Okay, so if you take a look at the channel I just drew in, we've been basically zigzagging up and down in between this channel, and this has been since open. So we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wave uptrend. Okay. Now, the first thing that I was looking at as far as designating a change is a break of that trend line. So if you look here, you'll see we're breaking through the trend line, and it's really the first time that's happened. Simultaneously, we've got MACD crossing zero line, stochastic on the 3 and the 20 range, and on the 15 we have a early stochastic cross and an incoming potential cross on the MACD. Now this 15-minute increment still has 11 more minutes on it, but you can see the stair-step pattern on the MACD is coming down, and I would have liked, usually I'll wait. I had a break of the EMA on the 15 below, so I'm taking a shot at a potential shorting here based on all of what I just told you. And also the volume has been decent, even though we're going into the lunch hour. You see spikes down here of 5, 7, even 9,000 contracts coming into the lunch hour. So that's what I'm doing now. You'll notice there's a little hesitancy happening on this bar, and mostly that's probably due to the VWAP. The purple VWAP is here, and of course that's going to always act as a bit of a support or resistance line. If I back up, you can kind of see, whoops, sorry guys, didn't mean to do that. You can see it's been kind of hanging around the VWAP. Man, I went shooting backwards there, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. So again, you see it kind of bouncing off of VWAP, stayed up off of the EMA up here, came through, hit the SMA, bounced, and essentially never did break below this trend line until here. So these are all good, strong signals that there is an end in the trend and a change in direction potentially. let's see if there's anything else I can show you on this particular position. There is contact with Bollinger Band right now, but it is a little bit early, but obviously I like to see that. And again, you guys that are in my course, again, just a reminder, I would suggest if you are in my course and are a new trader, that you stick with 1 or 2 contracts, stay on your simulator, and use the 3-minute time frame only. Don't jump into 2 time frames until you've mastered the single time frame. And also I am using Heikin Ashi candlesticks on these charts. Okay, these aren't your standard candlesticks, these are Heikin Ashis. So just a heads up on that. If you're in my course, it's going to look a little different, and that's why. But once you've mastered the course, 3-minute information, then you can jump into the secondary time frame here, which I'm using as a longer range confirmation on technical analysis. Okay, and everything's looking good right now. And also keep in mind, if you are adding a secondary time frame, utilize the settings in the course on the oscillators. Use the same settings of the 3. I want you to put the same settings on the 15, and specifically with regard to the EMA, SMA, and the MACD and stochastic oscillator settings. Make sure they match from 3 to 15. And use my same ones. Okay, those are very specific for the movement of the micro E-mini futures. Okay, and let's keep an eye on this for a while and see. It's moving a little slow, but again, the time of day and the fact that we're kind of breaking the trend, sometimes it'll stall a little bit, and especially since we're in around that VWAP. You'll also notice on the 3-minute, the signal line is close to crossing 0. So that's another confirmation and direction indicator. Down here you see it also. If you look up here on the 3-minute, you see the crossing, the beginning of the crossing of the EMA and the SMA right here. That's another strong signal, and there we just got the cross. Eventually, what will confirm further the directional change would be the EMA crossing the VWAP. So hopefully we'll be seeing that, and that will probably take another 10 minutes or so, but I'm kind of going to be hopefully in this trade for a little bit, and hopefully we'll see a run to the south here. Okay, so let's keep an eye on this for a bit, guys. All right, I think this puppy is about done. I'm going to go ahead and exit the trade. Let's see, I'm going to bring my stop down. Let's see, we're at 70, 50, 71. Still moving down a bit. Making lower lows. $68, $67. I'm chasing this right now, guys. Chase a Rama here. 67. Still moving down. I'm going to just keep running with it here. I'm going to go ahead and keep on chasing as best as I can. Try to get the maximum out of this. 65. Wow. Okay. That's going to do it. Okay. So I have exited the trade, $871 on that trade, and let me go ahead and show the fill line on that. So there's my fill. Took about probably, let's see, $880 on, I went ahead and entered on a short at 34.88 and got out at 34.66. And that took about 40 minutes total on that trade. So very good move down. And if we take a peek back in time here over on the 15th, so we ended up getting that cross, and the stochastic stayed down, nice angle down here, big solid bars on the Heikin Ashis. And if you look at the bars, I'm going to go ahead and take that fill line out of there. If you look at the bars here, we had a double break of the 0 line on the MACD, very consistent kind of downward trend as far as looking at the actual distance between the MACD and the signal line. The Heikin Ashis stayed red the whole time. We got a little doji here, and that was about the only one. The rest of them kind of stayed consistent. No real confusion. We had a doji here, and then we had a little confusion on this bar, but that was it. The rest of the time, it just kind of kept on dropping, and so I just kind of kept running with it. And what determined my exit point on this trade was the slow stochastic oscillator on the 3. You see how they kind of came together in this area and ran together for a while, and that's kind of what I was looking for is a cross or a convergence on the slow stochastic. But really good midday trading. It's pretty rare to see midday trading with this much volume. Pretty much stayed at 5,000 to 10,000 volume on the 3 minute the whole time. So that's pretty unusual for the lunchtime. Sometimes I've noticed that although there's a typical lull at lunch, between 12 and 1, really between 12 and 2, once in a while it seems that people will stick around and trade through 12 and then take their break at 1. And I haven't quite figured out what's going on behind the scenes on that one, but I'm sure there's something going on with that. And I haven't quite spotted the pattern on it yet, but I've been looking at that for a while. I just haven't been able to put my finger on it. Anyway, real good trade, 40 minutes, about $880, and now you're seeing a green candle forming here off of this cross. So yeah, that was a good trade. So I think that's everything I wanted to show you guys, but just again a recap on why I was looking to go short on this. The biggie was this pattern that had developed, this beautiful channel that was taking place. And by the way, I did take some trades in here as well, but this is a little tricky sometimes to trade this on the oscillators because it's back and forth so much that you end up kind of trading off of the pattern itself because the oscillators are too lagging to kind of show you the clarity of it. So what ends up happening when this happens, usually you have to see the pattern developing, and then after you've seen a few waves of it happening consistently, you can take a trade. But I don't really teach in the course, that particular type of trade, because it takes more of an eye, I would say, and the oscillators don't work as well, so it's not as consistent of a trade. Now you could have traded a long position based off of the 15 here. When the 15 came in over at 9 o'clock, we got this ascending pattern on the MACD and the 15. You could have taken a position in here in one of these bars and just held it if you want to hold your breath and let this crap go on. Some people do that, you know, they'll just walk away from it as long as the MACD on the 3 minute stays in the positive territory. You could hold that. So that's another way to trade it, but nevertheless, with my method that I teach in the course, this was the trade, this one that you saw here, the momentum trade with the oscillators confirmed, and again utilizing a secondary time frame, which again, I don't want you guys doing that until you've mastered the 3 minute by itself. Okay, all right, so that is it for this trade. On to the next. If you would like to learn this safe and effective way to trade, click the on-screen link, Learn to Day Trade on a Budget. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel for quick access to more live trade videos. Good luck with your trades, guys.